How's it going, guys? It's your boy Stas here. Got my double espresso on deck today. Cheers, by the way. I appreciate you all for tuning in as the stock market right now is ripping. We're up across the board. The S&P's up, let's see, 0.75%. The Nasdaq's up over 1.2%. Bitcoin's up 7%. We have the Dow up, let's see, about 0.6, as the Russell's up a little less than 0.5%, and SoFi is making a move finally to the upside, up around 4%. So in this video, we're going to break down SoFi. Is it reversing? We'll talk about other stocks as well, where my head's at, what I'm doing now as we're heading into Nvidia's earnings after the bell. So guys, hit the like button, feel free to subscribe, join my Patreon for my portfolio updates and my private Discord. All of that is linked down below, also pinned in the comments, or go to stasurfest.com/Patreon. And with that being said, cheers. Let's get into it. So man, talk about a green day today, guys. Another one. It looks pretty good, right? And we have stocks in the crypto space, on a side note, going crazy today. We have Circle Internet Group up 30%, Coinbase 13.5%, DeFi Technologies, which has been destroyed, it is up 10% today. So we're going to cover some of those names later in the video, and in general, like I said, what I'm doing into Nvidia's earnings, other stocks I'm looking at. But first, let's see what's right in front of us, which is SoFi stock. And at this point, SoFi is starting to break above the moving averages for the first time in weeks here on this. Well, I guess not weeks, but for the first time in about a week or two here on the 30-minute time frame. You guys can see we're breaking through the 50 and the 180 SMA. I guess we did that in the aftermarket yesterday. And now we're seeing a golden cross, the 50s crossing above the 180 SMA. And you guys can see SoFi is not necessarily fully breaking out, but it is now testing this resistance as I'm making this video, guys, at about 1950, 1975, which that has been resistance for a little bit here all month, pretty much, especially in the back half of this month of February. So that is where we're testing now, the mid-19s, $20 a share. And that level needs to break, right? And here on the 1 hour chart, you guys can see that even more. You're noticing, okay, SoFi is starting to peak above these moving averages, but come on, let's be real. It's still in a downtrend. We still need to break over 1950, $20, which honestly, I want to see it break through $22 before declaring it a reversal completely. But we're seeing initial steps. We're peaking out of these moving averages on this time frame as well for the first time in a couple of weeks. But let's see, is this just a relief rally, a bull trap, or is it a full-on breakout? And as of now, it's not a full-on breakout, guys, right? It's just a little relief rally. That's the reality of what we're seeing here on SoFi, as it is up 4% on the day. It is simply a relief rally. And I guess, okay, the fact that we retook 1850 as support, that is a good sign, right? That's a good sign. We can see here that was support, a couple days ago, a couple weeks ago, right? So I'm happy that we're back over that. But come on, is this a reversal? Is this a breakout? No, it's just a relief rally. And at this point, I'd be careful trying to, buy a bunch of SoFi here, thinking it's a bottom. I don't know if it's, no one knows if it's the bottom, but I wouldn't get too excited. The charts are not yet fully confirming that break. And this thing could easily go back under 1850, in my humble opinion. So let me know your thoughts in the comments about that. I'm curious. Now, let's talk about some crypto stocks here. Circle Internet Group, which I owned for a little bit. I got out of it with a little profit, thankfully, before it tanked all the way to $47. I think I got out of this thing when it was at 80, about a month and a half ago in the 80s. And man, this thing got all the way down to 47 a share. Think about that. Earlier this month of February, complete disaster. But now it's up to $80. Hey, so if you bought that dip, you're up massively, 50, 60%. And now earnings came out and the stock's up 30% on the day. And again, Bitcoin's up 7%. So a lot, I mean, that's definitely helping the cause here. But on top of that, a lot of it is, Bitcoin going up. But on top of that, they reported earnings and they destroyed the estimates. Guys, EPS for Circle Internet Group came in at 56 cents for Q4. That beat the 17-cent estimate, and revenue came in at $770 million, which beat the $739 million estimate. So double beat for Circle Internet Group, and we can see anything on guidance. Not seeing anything here on guidance, but man, we are ripping 40%. They're targeting 40% annual growth for USDC, and that's a pretty good guidance there. And now we're taking out not only these moving averages, but the highs from the last couple of weeks. Now we're starting to go up to where we were in the beginning of the year, but I'm not too excited about Circle. I'm not buying back into it after these earnings. In fact, if I was still in it, I would be looking to get out. This is the sell-off, or not the sell-off, the breakout that I would be selling into. This is not a breakout, in my opinion, that's going to take Circle Internet Group back to 100, 150. We're not there yet. We're not there yet, in my opinion, with the state of the crypto market, Bitcoin. Don't get suckered into this. I think this will sell off. If anything, this could be a short opportunity. Not that I'm going to go short it, right? But I just don't have confidence that this rally has legs. But it's nice on the day here, 30% on the day. That's always nice. But again, I would be looking to sell into this rally. Not financial advice. Coinbase, same thing applies here. If I'm in Coinbase, I'm looking to get out of it. We're getting a nice rally right now. This might be a decent time to get out if you've been looking to get out. That's the key. If you're holding long term and you want to, that's different. But if you're looking to get out, you're eyeing up, when should I get out, cut my losses, maybe break even. Days like today are good days to do that. When you're seeing massive moves in stocks that are still fundamentally challenged in the short term and that have been downtrending for a while, right? When you see these types of moves, good times to get out. Just saying. Do your own research, though, please. But Coinbase is up. I think they're launching stock trading or something like that. I'm not a big Coinbase guy. I just buy Bitcoin on there here and there, but I'm not, into their, fundamentals like that. I'm not tracking their app all the time. But I guess now they're doing stock trading as they're racing against Robinhood to be the everything app. Yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. I mean, Coinbase, their brand is crypto. Their brand is crypto. When everybody thinks of Coinbase, they think, oh, I'm going to go buy Bitcoin. I'm going to go buy Ethereum, XRP, whatever. Are they going to be able to get the stock crowd in there? Maybe. But it's going to have to be the new investors. They're not going to be getting people like me to go stock trade on Coinbase. It's not happening, right? People that have been in the game for a while, people that are with these legacy traditional brokerages. I don't even use Robinhood, guys. I don't even use Robinhood. What makes you think I'm going to go use Coinbase, right? I'm not. But, people like me, people that are, a generation ahead of me, they're not going to go from Fidelity, from TD, from Schwab, whatever, right? From E-Trade, and they're going to go now to Coinbase. I mean, it's not going to happen. But Coinbase might be able to grab some of these, 18-year-olds, 20-year-olds, people in their 20s, that haven't really established a long-term relationship with a brokerage, That's their audience. That's fair game. They're going to try and get all them. But then again, they're going to Robinhood, right? So it's like, I don't know. But Coinbase, it is up 14%. And hey, maybe they have a great stock trading product. We'll see. I'm not trying to knock Coinbase, but their brand is heavily entrenched in Bitcoin and crypto. We'll see if they're able to pull it off. I think there's a chance that it does pretty well. And we'll see. I'm sure they'll start to bring in prediction markets and all that crap, sports betting and stuff like that, which I'm totally not a fan of. But Robinhood's doing it. Coinbase wants to be the everything app, so they're probably going to do it as well. So Coinbase is up, Circle's up, DeFi Technologies is up, which, again, all of these are just relief rallies within the overall downtrend, right? That's what it is. That's the reality. It looks like CRM's up on the day. Salesforce, which they reported earnings, it looks like yesterday, was it? Or their earnings are today. They're today, actually. And their stock's up 3% into the print in the aftermarket. So we're getting some hype around CRM. And this stock, I mean, look, it's just so beaten up. Could it go lower? Yeah, but I think overall the sell-off is overdone. So I wouldn't be surprised if we got a pop after earnings, especially as the market is hot right now. But it all comes down to Nvidia, right? If Nvidia tanks after earnings, it's going to bring down the entire market and probably have some impact on CRM stock as well, indirectly there. But yeah, CRM, I'm watching it. Let's see, anything else moving today? Not much. I mean, a lot's moving, but we don't have a ton of time left to break all these down. But yeah, side note, Mercado Libre, we call this out to a T. The $1,700 price for the stock. Look, we're right there. It's down 8%. So I'm definitely going to be buying more Mercado Libre here pretty soon. We can see it's at 1,700. And Nvidia right now is up 2%. It's actually breaking through here. That cup and handle that we called out in our last Nvidia update, that's playing out, right? You guys see it. Cup, handle, the triangle we also called out is also playing out. So at this point, I'm looking at Nvidia. It's running towards 200, man. It's getting excited. Are we front running the move? Are we going to go even higher after earnings? These are the $1,000,000 questions going on right now. And, for me, guys, I'm holding on. Part of me's tempted to sell covered calls to kind of not hedge in this case, but, maybe to get some extra premium, some extra cash out of the stock just in case it does see a sell-off. I think that could be a play here. But then again, I'm like, wait a second. If this thing actually rips after earnings like a big pop and I'm in covered calls that expire in March, I'm not going to be a happy camper. So I'm not going to sell covered calls on it. But part of me is like, maybe sell the 215 March 20th, strike, collect, couple $100 per contract in premium. But it's like, is that worth it? Or should I just let the shares ride? I'm leaning towards the latter half here. But, there is a, part of me, there's somebody on my shoulder telling me, Stas, sell those 215 covered calls just in case Nvidia dumps to like 180 after earnings. That could be a play here, but I'm just holding on, man, for the most part. That's the plan. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the Patreon for my portfolio updates, my private Discord. That's linked down below. Also pinned in the comments, or go to stassurfs.com/Patreon. And with that being said, cheers. I'll see you all in the next video.